the Lahaina Soul, and we're back again. Now that escalated a little quickly, but I guess that's kind of how love is, right? You're figuring out who you like, what you like, and you just kind of figure out what's right for you. What do you need from a relationship? And this question that I'm about to explore in this story is, I've seen too many of my friends feel stuck in a relationship that they can change, a relationship that they can get out of. You don't need to be with this person. You're this old, you have this much planned, you have all these goals. Why are you feel like you can't leave? I guess that funny question, well, why you don't leave them? Like any good story, you have this one question, but you end up getting a different answer. And a common answer that I got from my friends was this.
I think I was just really complacent and young. At the time, I just felt like I had so much time and everything wasn't really a big deal. And I was very much in love with the idea of being in love.
At what point is it time to really leave? Is it time to make the decision that it's not, I've worked hard, I've put my time in for this relationship? When does the disrespect, the lack of support, the mistreatment, when do you say it's time for me to go?
I was very unhappy. If things were really good with him, then I was happy and go lucky and at a good place. And when things were bad with him, I was not a happy person. And so I think that a person shouldn't determine your moves like that. And so that was the unhealthy part of the relationship. I found out that he was cheating on me for a while. And I didn't have proof of that in the relationship, but I knew that something was off.
When it gets like that and you can't remember the last time you guys laughed together, you can't remember the last time you were not stressed together, then that just becomes, it's like hazardous to your life because it's adding stress that doesn't necessarily have to be there. Just feeling so low and feeling like if I just eliminated this person as a whole from my life, I would get rid of this feeling, I would get rid of this feeling, and I would get rid of feeling like this.
That I was accepting less than what I deserved. I mean, it was a long distance relationship, but at the same time, a relationship is a relationship. You have to put 110%. And I felt like that's what I was doing, but she was only putting 20. For any relationship to successfully work, everyone's gonna meet halfway. Everyone's gonna pull their weight, and it's give and take. Not a lopsided thing.
Who do you look to for inspiration? When it comes to your relationship, are you creating that same inspiration for others?
When I think of my mother, and a big reason why I think of her is because she was always one to lead by example. And not as do as I say, but more so as do what I do. And so looking back on my previous relationship, that isn't like a model of what I would want somebody to go through in a relationship. I think once you come to the point that you're not happy, or you think that you're being mistreated, or that you think that you're being cheated on, at that point, you deserve better and you should get out of the relationship. And so I think that for me, I preach that, but if you look at what I did, it wasn't in line with what I was saying. And so I think that for me, looking at the past, no, it's not what I would want people to look at to feel inspired by.
I am from a family of divorce. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 6 months old, and then my dad and stepmom got divorced when I was in high school. And I look up to my mom and my stepmom so much because they're strong, independent, wonderful women that do completely A-okay on their own, and they're so happy. And so, yeah, I think a lot of how I feel about relationships, especially now, is based on what they have been through. They've just taught me so much about just, you have to be a strong person by yourself before you can have someone else see how strong you are, and you need to be loving of yourself before you can let someone else love you.
I meet a lot of people who's single and they think like a relationship is the thing, and they see us and they be like, I want that. I'm like, this is work. This is hard work. And I don't want somebody to look at what I have and think that it's glamorous or I'm lucky, because I'm not. I'm happy at times, but I'm not up here trying to put up a show for other people to look at. This is my life isn't for show. It's my life. So I'm more so looking at this person as, how can you be my rock? How can I be your rock? How can we depend on each other, but also be individuals and be independent? So if anything, if someone look at my relationship, I want them to see that I worked hard and that I do my best to try to be on the same page. I don't always get there, but I do try.
Recently I've lived with two families that, are really affectionate and are, not that my grandparents or my parents aren't in love at all, but that's the kind of love that is inspiring to me, and that's the kind of love I think I have. And I think it'll be different person to person, what is inspiring, what kind of love is inspiring or whatnot, but I think I'm very much in a great relationship.
We all have these. That one friend where we're all sitting in a circle talking about our futures, and I'm saying, oh, I just want to, be a crazy R&B singer and a bunch of moves and live my life just like Beyonce. And someone else says, oh, well, I just want to be a world-renowned chef. And then it comes to that friend, they're like, oh, I just want to feed kids in Rwanda and nurse them to health while sewing scarves and living life and yada, yada, yada. Makes you just feel bad about yourself. Well, here's that friend.
Fun, and that's my ideal relationship, is we just have a great time affecting the world in a positive way and make it fun. And because I think if it's just everything between the two people in the relationship is just you two, so I think it's definitely important to have it like a relationship be more than just about the two of you. So yeah, and then what else? Honesty, like acceptance, just like fulfilling each other's soul and making each other better people. And you can do that in long-term relationship, short-term relationship, whatever, just like the human connection, Yeah.
So relationships are difficult. I'm not saying that this is all the answers. I'm saying that this is the start of a conversation. When you think of the person you're with right now, if you are in a relationship, if you're not, whew. But think of the person you're with now. Think of your goals, think of your future, think of what you want as a person. Know yourself. Are they hindering that? Are they supporting you? Why you don't leave them? Is this video? What is this?